So walk me through how you get a bag of bacon through the security line.
They're looking for booze. They're not looking for bacon.
Welcome to My God a Podcast. I'm Jim Wood. In this episode, John Powell and I are joined by Kelsey Berkner and Garrett Huggins of Girls Talk Ball. We talk about how their podcast got started, what they're looking for with fall camp underway, their Georgia stories, and we answer questions from you, our listeners. As always, remember to check out the newly redesigned MyGottaPodcast.com to see our latest merch. And you can follow us on social media at MyGottaPodcast. Finally, if you need help with your website or your online presence, head over to workingwebmedia.com/dogs. Now, let's join the conversation in progress. Back for another episode with special guests once again. This time we've got Garrett and Kelsey from Girls Talk Ball. So be sure to go subscribe, check them out. A new podcast in the Georgia world of podcasts. So Kelsey and Garrett, welcome to My God a Podcast.
Yes,
Thank
welcome.
you. We're so excited to be on with y'all tonight.
Two
I've
amazing
been
women.
fangirling all day. This is so exciting for me.
Can I have your autograph?
Yes. So this is, we talk about the Morris Hall tailgate. We talk about the Tate Gate. So bringing more tailgate friends
This is
into the
royalty,
podcast.
tailgate royalty.
That's right.
We have a queen and a princess.
They call me the first lady.
The first lady. There we go. We are in the democratic United States. We fought a war for that.
Yeah, there you go.
Too good. Too good. So what have y'all been up to this summer, in the off season and kind of getting geared up and ready for some football?
Well, being a grandma, pretty much. I mean, I'm in bed at 9 o'clock. I'm asleep by 9:30. Wake up, go to the gym, come home, needlepoint. It's a simple life, and it's a good one.
Hold on, needlepoint.
Yes.
What are we needlepointing, and
envious
what's the
of
highlight? What is the highlight of the needlepointing? Because this is now we're going to get off the rails immediately.
Okay, no, that's totally fine. It's a stitch art that's done. Actually, here, let me go grab my bag real quick.
Is that
Yes,
the same as cross stitching, or is that different?
I think it's different.
But not identical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar. I was gonna say, I know my wife Kim, she does crochet a lot. So she's into crochet, although she hasn't done that much lately.
Well, this will be an educational podcast.
Yeah,
if
It
all of
is.
the Georgia fans are interested in learning
We're
needlepoint.
we're now a needlepoint podcast.
You can do a tutorial.
This is the my
You
background's
might
blurred.
you might
I
have
don't know
to
if it'll.
unblur.
Yeah, here, let me adjust that real quick.
For those who are audio only, Garrett is holding up a bag with a very nice needlepoint on it. I can see it's been.
I could
it's beautiful.
foresee you needlepointing some amazing tailgate items.
I actually have a Go Dogs stitch at the finishers right now. So
Yes.
you're not too far off, but this is one that
Yes.
I've got going in progress.
Ooh, I like
Ooh,
it.
Right, cook,
that's
please.
cool.
That's perfect.
And
That's
so they're
cool.
done on canvases and they've got little holes all throughout, and that's where you stitch your thread in.
Okay.
And so this one's been difficult to do because they didn't do the painting right, but this is another one that I'm going to work on. It's Amen Corner.
Oh, nice.
Oh, on a Vive Coquette or whatever, the champagne
Yeah.
bottle. Wow, that's cool.
And then
Sounds
we're
always
doing
fun to say.
this one.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh,
Very
that gives me
nice.
some ideas, actually. I like that.
They've been super fun. We're gonna have a lot of needlepoint decor in the new place, so thrilled for it.
I like it.
You'll have to teach me how to do that.
You'll have to set up a website and get some take commissions.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I'd have to stitch and then sell because I don't do well unless I'm on a timeline.
Got it.
Okay, that makes sense. Also, now I realize that I did know what needlepoint is once you showed me the visual. So thank you.
Yes,
Is-
you're welcome.
Is the needlepoint what they do on smock outfits?
Maybe it's Smathers and Branson.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the most mainstream example I can think of.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen the wallets and the koozies and the belts and everything.
The belts.
Oh, that thing, like the belt brand. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I was like,
Yeah.
what is that brand? I know that. Okay, got
Yeah.
you.
Not a sponsor yet. Sorry.
No.
continue.
Yeah.
But hey, give us a call.
That's right.
Yeah. Either
What-
podcast will happily take you.
That's right. That's right.
Well, that's cool. That's awesome. I I,
Yes.
I think that's one of those things that I never would have. I did not see that coming, Garrett.
No.
I'm surprised because
my
you haven't
friends make
posted
fun of me
about it
all
at
the time.
all.
I don't go out. I don't go out. If I do go out, I'm leaving at 11. Like I barely drink anymore. I want to be at home in my bed. Leave me alone.
You're good. You're good.
And
I stay up late to podcast now.
Yeah.
Like in general, I would have taken my melatonin and I'd be a gearing. I'd be winding down for bed. So
not the melatonin.
how I have this whole
I
like
have to.
I can't.
Yeah.
I have issues like falling asleep. Once I fall asleep, I'm fine, but I have a hard time falling asleep. So that's been I don't know. That's kind of
I
what I
took
found.
melatonin when I worked a night shift at the hospital, so I would take it at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and
Mm,
I would swear that it worked then. But honestly, I was just exhausted, so
right, right.
who knows?
Bless
Makes
it.
Could have
sense.
been a placebo effect.
Well, are
Kels, what
y'all?
have you been up to this summer?
We've been traveling. Me and my husband have been traveling. I've been working. I'm like Garrett, and I also like to go to bed at 9:30. So I have not had any wild, crazy stories, but it has been a very exciting year full of surprises. So we've gone to Boston. We saw the Braves play, the Red Sox.
At Fenway Park. That's
At
awesome.
Fenway, yeah. We went on a 50th birthday trip for my husband and had like 25 of his friends come. So that was incredible. We all went to Mexico.
Heck yeah.
Um,
Good times.
we went to Nashville. We've done a
Oh.
few things.
Nice. You guys have been all around. That sounds phenomenal. I believe I saw some pics of the reps from Mexico. So that's pretty sweet.
I'm sure you did, yes. Reps were had.
Too good. Too good. What are y'all like? Are you ready to transition? Are you feeling that transition to fall?
So we were just talking about, we spoke on the phone before we jumped on this Zoom. We think this is such a great kickoff to kind of get us both in that football mindset. I'm really ready for the season.
Yeah.
We took the summer off. Garrett and I started the podcast last year, just kind of out of nowhere. We didn't really know what we were doing. It was very much a rough draft. So I feel like we've got a little bit of experience under our belt and we're ready to like just hit the ground running this year.
Amazing.
Oh,
So-
speak for yourselves. The color-coded Excel spreadsheet has been going since February. We've had the fall candles going for like 3 weeks, and I watched the Eagles play tonight. So I'm happy as a clam.
You mean
Garrett's
you mean the Philadelphia Eagle Dogs?
I am. I'm a big Philly Dogs girl.
I love it. I love it. So let's back up. So you guys are on what, episode 3, I believe, that we talked about on the podcast before the podcast. So maybe just back us up. Like, what was the impetus for you guys to get together and to do this thing? Because we all have hung out, and so I'm just curious. Like, at what point did you two get connected and get together? Because I know, like Kelsey, for example, like I didn't know that you were so like in the weeds on college football.
So
So-
oh, go ahead. Do you want to
Oh,
start?
no, you go.
So before I met Garrett, I was making like TikToks for college football content.
Yes.
I was trying to just like do quick little things with weekly, like the hot games of the week while I was putting on my makeup or trying on my game day outfit or whatever to try to bring like more girls and more women into the viewership and to give girls and women something to talk about at the tailgates. Because I found so often it's like I would say something and a guy would look at me and say, "How do you know that?" Like, what an insulting thing to say. You would never say that to a man.
Right.
And so a lot of times it's like the girls get stuck in the category of like, are y'all going to bring buffalo chicken dip?
Or like name 5 players.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So I started like doing my little videos, like teaching girls about things, whatever. You know, I'm always at the tailgate with my notebook. I'm writing my notes
You
constantly.
do, and I've seen it.
Yeah.
I remember John like coming. There was a game that I didn't go to, and John was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, have you seen Kelsey's notebook? It's incredible."
I have lots of notes if you want to know
I was
anything.
just like,
Yeah, yeah.
It's in my clear purse at all times. Yeah. When we're watching game day, I'm just like sitting front row writing things down.
Oh, too good.
So
amazing.
then I'm friends with Garrett's dad. So one day he was just like, I think you and my daughter like would hit it off. I think maybe y'all should talk and start a podcast. And I was just kind of like, "Oh, okay, whatever. Like thought that was a throwaway comment. Well, then I don't remember if it was that same day or later, but we went over to the Huggins house and Garrett like met me on the porch before I could even get in the house. And she was like, I think we should start a podcast. And I was like, hi, my name's Kelsey.
That's amazing. There are
Gotta
no.
get right to the point, you know?
Yeah.
I've
Just
learned.
cut to
I've
the
learned that
chase.
there are no throwaway Jason Huggins comments.
Yeah, truly.
No. Daddy's like an elephant. He remembers everything. Yeah, no. So I had actually brought up the topic offhand to my dad like 2 weeks beforehand. It was like, I've been thinking I should start a podcast. Like that'd be so fun. He was like, I know exactly who to pair you up with. And so it was the UMass game. She came over and we hit it off super quick and got started literally the next week.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
love
it was fun. It was a very quick transition into podcast life.
A worthwhile one, though.
we're all about quick transitions into podcast life because we're the same way.
Very true
Jim-
story. True story.
Yeah, Jim
So-
Jim called me up. Jim called me up and was like, "Hey, do you want to start a podcast?"
It was
I
like
was
the
like, yeah,
week,
sure.
the week of the season opener.
I was like,
Doodling.
when I said, when do we start? And he goes, how about tomorrow?
Why not? Why not?
Hey, it worked. And
There's
here we
no
are.
time like the
Here we are,
present.
episode 194, right? So you never know. You never know.
Let's go.
Here we are speaking to royalty or executive powers.
Too good. Too good. What do we have going? I know, Garrett, you said you were picking out your beverage of choice.
Oh, I was gonna do a smoked rosemary old fashioned to be a little
Oh,
fancy.
Here we go.
Decided
Oh.
to say screw that. It's late and I don't want to do it. So we've got some coffee with Buffalo Trace in my
Oh, very nice.
lovely little football
Irish
mug.
coffee.
Anthropology sponsor me.
Yeah, we need
not
that
not a
sponsor.
sponsor yet.
Right.
I genuinely think I've made it in life if I ever get free product from Anthropology.
There we go.
Okay.
1000%.
Nice.
Did you know that guys don't know what that is? We've mentioned anthropology on our podcast before, and my husband was like, yeah, y'all were talking about makeup. And I was like, no.
I know what anthropology is.
Well, yes, because you both have wonderful women in your lives that make sure you know what anthropology is.
I don't know if Jim does, but I know what it is.
I do. We don't.
Nathan
Yes.
Huggins is all too familiar with
There we go.
anthropology.
All I know is that I walk in there and the candles are like $30, and I'm like, why are we spending $30 on a candle?
Because they smell good, John.
Yes, that is anthropology for you.
Too good. Too good. JP, what do you have there?
Well, I'm at the house of a buddy, and he offered me a beverage, and it is Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes,
I have that. That's fantastic. Cool.
I didn't have a choice. He just handed it to me.
Excellent. I'm currently going with water. So I do have a water. I have a bourbon over here. We'll see if I crack it. Actually, I'll show it. I do have the Hunker bourbon.
I haven't
so-
had that yet.
I actually haven't either. We did spring break in Georgia this year. Lily and Ella were both born in Georgia. Ella was away at college, but so Lily doesn't really remember Georgia at all because when we moved, she was like 1. So we actually did like an Atlanta spring break and like did the aquarium and
Oh, cool.
so I was like, oh, I'm in Georgia, so I'm gonna buy some ASW because I can't get this stuff in North Carolina. So picked it up. Been hanging on to it.
And some creature comforts too, right?
Yes. Always go by and stock up and come home with the creature comforts because I'm a fan.
What is
as we
your
know.
favorite beer at Creature Comforts?
So this is a bit of a touchy subject because
Oh, sorry.
it was the automatic pale ale which is now the automatic IPA, which is so it's slightly different. It's probably still automatic, I think. But yeah, I would say that's my favorite. But I
I
drink the
like,
lager the most, the classic city lager.
Uh,
yeah.
you can't go wrong with Classic City.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you
I
guys had the Classic City Light?
no, but I've seen it.
They just came. It's just recently come out. I had had one. I think last weekend or something like that. But yeah, that Classic City Light is everything that Classic City is, but it is definitely just it's a good day drinking
It's a
beer.
good light beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
good
y'all
light
just
beer.
gave me a reason to go to the liquor store tomorrow.
It
Yeah,
looks the exact same, but it has the big block letters light.
yeah,
Mhm.
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. I saw it. I saw they posted it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta try this. So I
Did y'all
haven't had it yet.
know? Did y'all know that the Athens Farmers Market sets up every Wednesday at Creature Comforts? So you can go get your produce and your loaf of bread and also go to the tap room.
Oh, and every
Mm.
now and again, they'll give you a little drink chip if you buy stuff at the farmer's market, and you can turn that in for a free beer.
Oh, see, I did not
More
know
you
these
do.
things.
Oh, this is inside sources.
That's
Well,
right.
so see, this is when Kim listens back. This is where I'm like, see, Kim, like we moved to Athens, wouldn't be such a bad thing. We go to the Creature Comforts, go to the farmers market.
Come on down. The water's
And they got
warm.
the big one on Saturdays at Bishop Park. It's
Yep.
perfect.
That's too good. That's too good.
Jimmy should totally move to Athens.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's been discussed. We're here until the kids are through college. I'll say that. So we're
Ah,
hanging out here up in North Carolina at least through then. So
How old are your kids?
16 and 19. So we've
Okay.
got Ella is heading into her sophomore year in college next month, or because they're on she goes to SCAD, they're in the quarter system, so they start like super late. So she'll be back down to Savannah, and then Lily is
she's already in
a
Georgia.
junior. Yeah,
You got
Ella's
one, you
in.
got you got
Yeah,
one foot in the door already.
yeah, yeah. Correct, correct.
Does
So
in-state tuition count for private college? How does that work? Like if you
no,
were to move to
yeah,
Georgia, it doesn't matter.
no, yeah. Like in state for Savannah or for SCAD,
Yeah.
I don't think it makes a difference. I honestly, I didn't look because it wasn't going to affect us.
Yeah.
But yeah, but she did great on like the scholarship side, so
Good.
that's been
Good for her.
that's been a big help. So super
For
cool.
sure.
Amen to scholarships.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Then so Lily's got 2 more years of high school plus college, so we'll be here for a bit.
Nothing wrong with Charlotte.
Oh
Nope.
no, we love it. We've been here since 2010, and came up here. We actually came up here for a job that I had at the time, and then I'm not even doing that anymore. But I would say a testament to the area that we stayed. So yeah, we love
When
it here.
we when I went up for the game that we were talking about earlier,
The Clemson
the
game?
Clemson game, yes, thank you. It was so much fun. We stuck to like one little corner, and I always say like I want to go back and explore the town more because I just like loved the vibe of the city so much. But that was my first and only college game day experience. Like we went to the game day set, and it was awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So of all the games that you guys have been in Athens, you hadn't been to the game day set?
No, because it's really far from our tailgate.
It
It's
is,
also
yeah.
just so stuffy and crowded. And I'm already dealing with enough people as it is. I don't know if I want to go stand with everybody at 6 o'clock in the morning.
To be fair, you guys both have better places to be.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Really,
Definitely have
only
some better
reason
brisket to attend to.
the only reason that I ever really went was because my son wanted to go. So maybe that equation will change for you guys further down the road. But
Yep. Hampton loves it. He'll go anytime they're in town and stand up there with the sign. That's just, it's too early.
Yeah.
yeah. I did it once. I was
for
told that
grandmas, it doesn't work.
No,
Was that
might as well
grandmas
Kelsey?
go
are
ahead and
so
give me a
different.
back brace, you know?
The walker's coming out soon.
Oh my
There's too
gosh.
many people out here.
Get off my lawn.
Literally.
Yeah, we're gonna. Feels like a new Morris Hall sign. Sorry. Get off
I do say
That
that
won't look right next to the current sign that's up there.
that sign is amazing.
That's not for public consumption. We can't say that.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. I will say that like when college game day does come to town, Jim and I usually have, well, I say Jim and I, but I have a path that I usually walk across the campus to make sure that I hit all the different tailgates before we get there. But Jim has fancy person parking right across the street from the tailgate.
I skipped it. Yeah, I skipped the long walk last year. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry, John. Sorry, Carter, and sorry, John.
The vagabond tailgate is
Vagabond tailgate.
one down.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's a lot of walking. We go Logan's tailgate, game day ish, if it's there. Like Stegman, come through the
Waiting since
Huggins
last
tailgate. Wait
Saturday.
since last
Yeah.
Saturday there was Stegman, and then go come down by the Tate Gate, and then up to Morris Hall. That's a long walk. It's a long walk. And then go back to the stadium.
That is a
So
Uh,
lot in
it
one
is a
day.
lot. So now, like, we had like a North Deck spot last year. So that was, you come down, you go to Morris Hall, and we come in and see the Huggins on the way in. That's a much more. I like that path. There's a couple of games we parked at the Tate Center, like in the Tate Center deck, which that was amazing. So,
I've gotten to
um,
that once and it was incredible.
yeah,
it
yeah,
is
it's a great
incredible.
spot. It's a great spot.
So what are you guys looking for this season? What's high on your list for the season?
Well, if you ask Mike Bobo, the run game,
Yes.
Is that what you're looking for? You're looking for improvements in the run game?
I'm looking for improvements on run
Give
blocking.
us,
O line can get it together.
oh man, I'm here for it. Give us the rundown, Kelsey.
The rundown is that we were terrible last year. And now that we are missing, we've had 4 O linemen move on. So we've got 4 new starters to the rotation. I'm really hoping that with this fall camp, getting back to basics and back to the fundamentals, that we can block and win the line of scrimmage. Because if you're not doing that, you're not going to win the ball game.
Mm.
Like last year, we lost or we won games in spite of ourselves because we just kept getting beat, like in the trenches. So our run game's going to suffer if we can't run block. That is going to affect the play action pass. I mean, it just has this domino effect. So that's what I'm looking forward to, improving that.
I love it. John, she's calling out your boy Stacy, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that,
me and Stacy are not friends.
Stacy,
Oh, no.
welcome to the crew. Welcome to the
We've
crew.
got some beef. I'm looking forward to, not as conservative play calling.
Ooh.
Mike Bobo, if you hear
Ooh.
this, I
Are
don't
you-
like you.
Are you a closet fire Bobo person or are you out?
I am not a closet fire Bobo person. I'm very outspoken.
Have you ever listened to our 3 episodes?
I'm very outspoken about my dislike of Mike Bobo. I mean, the man literally got in front of the media today and said, "Oh, well, we were conservative with our play calling last season." No, really. I'm also really looking forward to seeing how the receiving corps has made improvements from last season. That will be very interesting to watch.
It's funny you say that because commentary today in one of the chats that Jim and I are in was talking about Zachariah Branch, and they were talking about how the highlights were so amazing. And my first question was, did he actually catch the ball? Because that's all I really care about.
Did he hang on to it when it hit his hands, or did he just drop it?
Yeah, did he just drop it? Exactly.
Because when you
I'm
lead the
hoping my
nation
boy
in
Dylan
drops,
Bell can make a comeback this season.
Hey, there we go. The unofficial official wide receiver from I Got a
Yeah.
Podcast.
So
He's my
let me play
favorite.
devil's advocate, Garrett. I'll play devil's advocate. So do you think that the conservative play calling was a result of the poor O-line play that we talked about with Kelsey?
Yes, I completely agree with that.
Okay.
Because I mean, when you don't have blockage anywhere in your backfield, what are you going to do? You can't really do much anything outside of throw the ball to your receivers who can't catch the ball. Or you run the risk of getting a sack, and I don't think anybody wants to see the quarterback go down. So, yeah,
Right.
I agree that the conservative play calling definitely had something to do with the O-line.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Short to intermediate passing game, like the side to side wide receiver screen stuff. Although I don't know. I mean, it was funny because I was watching. I think it was just a highlight package of. Trying to think what it was. I think it was like the Ohio State game. Even like we ran a lot of those concepts, back then under Munkin, that short kind of wide receiver screen stuff, but to your point, Kelsey, it was often like setting something up, and it's like we couldn't hold the line last year, couldn't hold the defensive line long enough to get those deep shots at the play action. So yeah, totally agree.
I have already been calling for Stacey Searle's job. Do y'all know that he makes like $800,000 a year? Josh Brooks, if you're listening, I'll do it for 700.
Too good. Too good.
Oh man, I remember when he was hired, I was like, you know what, in Kirby we trust, but I got bad vibes. I got bad vibes, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
this is his 4th year, Coach Searles, and so I'm like, is this finally going to be like, is this the make it or break it year for Kirby? Like, if we don't see any improvement, is he finally going to be like, okay, we got to do something else? Like, can we just get Sam Pittman back?
I mean, he would have to get fired by Arkansas, and I think even if he gets fired by Arkansas, I imagine he'll probably just ride off into the sunset, would be my guess. But
I don't know. I think he
So
likes
probably
Athens.
some.
you think he likes Athens? You think
Yeah,
he
he's
wants to
friends
retire
there.
in Athens? All right.
I could see him going to be the head coach of some random FCS team that's going to go have an insane run.
I mean, because
Go
he's at
coach the
like
Jackrabbits.
he's at the age where he's got to, like, if he gets fired, then he's going to obviously take, the whatever package that he gets on getting fired, and then the next stop is probably going to be his last. So he's probably thinking about retirement at that point, I would think, from a
Yeah, I'm
career
just wishful
standpoint.
thinking, honestly.
I don't disagree with you, Kelsey. I would love it if Sam Pittman came back. It'd be like the return of the king.
Yep.
Not that I want him to be fired because he's lovely, but like, come on back home.
I would love him to come back just because, like, whatever happened to the woo?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He was great. He was great. He was great content. He's great.
You're not
social media
seeing that
content.
from Stacy. Stacy, give me some energy. Give me some
Yeah, I need to see
fire, passion, and energy.
some videos of you holding your giant bulldog. Like, come on.
There you go. There we go.
I will say, I feel like now, while that's not coming from Coach Searles, we have had Todd Hartley has been in the media lately, and so I got to give a shout out to Dog Stats because if you haven't seen it, been this whole thing where so our other buddy John Smith, John Tweet Sports, you may know him as, had posted a picture of this hat that Josh made that said run the damn 13 personnel." Sorry, Carter. And Coach Hartley saw it, was like, "Whoa, where do I get one of those?" And so John sent it to him. So like it has come up, like I think he posted a picture of the hat on Twitter, and then it came up in like Todd Hartley's media availability, and then like Anthony Dasher like wrote an article today about like run the damn 13 personnel. So
Cool.
The man gets one press conference a year to make a comment.
Yeah.
And he comments about a hat that's some jackwagon sent him on Twitter.
That's awesome. I love it.
So watch out for the one back 3 tight end sets this year. We know that at least Coach Hartley wants that to happen. So we'll see.
Yeah, evidently. How do I get a hat? Let me text John Smith really
Yeah,
quick.
right.
Seriously.
We know some hat people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know something.
Yeah, for sure.
We're cooking up some hats too. Just FYI, we're cooking up some new hats ideas.
Yeah, John's been texting. We've got some ideas. We got some things we may.
We've got some merch ideas that I think that you two are going to really enjoy.
Well, y'all's koozies have gotten me through the summer, so no
Hey,
thanks there.
hashtag plug.
Hashtag shameless plug. Go shop My God a Podcast merch.
mygodapodcast.com/store. Get your My God a Podcast Silver Britches koozies.
Wait, do y'all really have a store?
Oh yeah. mygodapodcast.com. Head on over.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see. We got our patch hats on there. You got multiple styles of those. We got a few t-shirts, just like some logo t-shirts.
You can get a sorry Carter shirt.
Sorry Carter t-shirt.
Perfect. I've got to go buy some merch and support the pod.
There we go. And we've got on campus reinforcements now, because my niece she just started her freshman year. She just moved in. I got a picture. She sent a picture of her view from her dorm today. And she's got some of the My God podcast merch. So we're gonna have students walking around with stuff this year.
Oh, I love that.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
be
trying
hip.
to get
We'll
us
be hip and cool.
some trucker hats for this season.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
We don't have any merch yet, but we'll get there.
You guys have some killer headshots, though. We need to get some headshots like them, Jim.
I know, right?
Turned out pretty good, I thought.
Those are fantastic.
Shout out to Repurpose Photography in Athens. Liz McShane is fabulous.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Awesome.
We had a fun time shooting those.
when y'all posted that, like that I think was another thing where like I texted John. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like they're so much cooler than we are already."
They're so cool. They're way cooler than us.
No, we just have 3 episodes and a good photo.
Too good, too good.
To your credit, it not only does it look fun, but you guys sound fun when you guys are doing the podcast together. So it's like, people tell us that, you guys just vibe together. I think you guys just vibe together. And I think that's what makes the secret sauce, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. We have a good time when we record for sure. We usually talk like before and after, and then there's a lot of just like Garrett and I like cutting up during the podcast that I end up having to edit out because it's like 10 minutes of
We'll
things that we're
record for an
supposed to
hour and
do.
a half, and the episodes end up coming out to like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So see, that's where like we used to do that, and now the episode is just an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
We
We
did.
don't care. Sorry, wise dog.
Wait, is
So
Wise Dog complaining about it? There's no way.
Wise Dog doesn't like long podcasts.
I love Wise
well,
Dog.
Wise
Hi,
Dog
Wise
can
Dog, if
get
you're
over
listening.
it.
No, I love
That's what
him.
I said. You could just listen to it on 2x speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of funny if you listen to us on 2x speed, because my son's like, "Oh my gosh, Mr. Jim's laugh."
Oh my gosh. That actually used to be a thing that like when my kids discovered like listening to podcasts on 2x speed, and so they would just like at the dinner table they would like grab their phone and like hit play and like make it like speed it up, and they would just die laughing because they were like, "Oh, you sound like a chipmunk."
That's great. Oh man. So speaking of 13 personnel, are there any tight ends that you guys are excited about? Like Kelsey, have you dived into the personnel and the depth chart on the tight end side of things?
Yeah, I'm excited about our returning guys. Like I'm excited about Oscar Delp, obviously, Lawson Lucky. I'm really excited about this receiver group that we have. Garrett mentioned earlier all the dropsies that we've had. It's really embarrassing when you're getting hit in the number and then it just falls out of your hands repeatedly.
Suboptimal, as Jim would say.
Yeah, it is very suboptimal. So I'm excited about the new guys that we've got coming in. I'm excited about Noah Thomas. I think everybody is, and Zachariah Branch. So I'm really hopeful for this group of receivers, as well as the tight ends, to see if we can improve on our offense.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I love it.
Garrett, what are your thoughts on the tight end group?
I'm just like Kelsey. I am honestly more excited about the returning guy. The returning guys are going to see the most playing time, and we've got a bunch of great redshirt freshmen coming in. We've got Delp's younger brother that's coming in that I can't wait to watch him grow over the next couple of seasons. I think that our vets are good enough to where we're not really going to see too much of the new guys this season. I'm looking forward to seeing Lucky more. I hope that they utilize him more than they did last season. I didn't see him on the field nearly as much as I wanted to.
I think he was underutilized for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
we
made
were definitely big fans of him. I mean, and like huge catch in the SEC championship game, right? They kind of
Oh,
like
that
fueled the
Yeah,
comeback,
it was
right?
beautiful.
blew
Yeah.
my mind.
Yeah. So love to see that, and like Georgia legacy. His dad was at Georgia, well, at least when I was there. I can't remember if he was still there when you got there, John. But yeah, so that's cool to see.
I mean, there's a couple of guys that last year that I had been hearing a lot about that we didn't really see because there was just so much depth on the field. Jaden Riddell and Ellis Williams, even Ethan Barber. Like we just got a whole stable of tight ends that we're just continuing to recruit at an elite level. And I think that, we were talking about the 13 personnel and Coach Hartley. Shout out to him and his recruiting, because it just seems like that we're just continuing to reload at that position.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think was it Ethan Barber or Ellis Williams? I can't remember. It was one of those two guys that they had a picture of Lawson Lucky and Oscar Delp standing right next to him, and he makes those guys look small, and they're like 6'3", 6'5".
Yeah.
Because Williams is like 6'7".
That's what I think. I think it was Ellis Williams that was
Yeah.
standing next to those guys on one of the practice pictures, and so I was like, "Good Lord, that's like."
That's a large man.
I love when like a mammoth of a like large human just makes another large human look so small.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like seeing all those NBA guys standing next to each other. You've got the 6'10" next to the 6'2", and you're like, holy crap.
Yeah, you're like, why is that guy so little and he's 6'4"? And
Yeah, exactly. Speaking
As
of
uh,
recruiting, though, I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on what's happened with some of our big projections in the offseason and if you think it's a money thing or not.
Mm,
I mean, I think that it absolutely is a money thing. I mean, there's not many recruiting battles that UGA and Alabama and Ohio State and Oregon and Texas, not many of those recruiting battles have we ever lost to Texas Tech.
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, let's just say the quiet part out loud. Like, it's fine if you want to chase generational wealth in the short term, but at some point, I feel like the NFL is going to make an example out of some of these kids eventually because if you're not developing and getting coached the right way, that's going to show up in your evals and then in the draft. And I think that we're still at a phase where kids are still getting by without having to go through that rigorous testing because they haven't kind of panned out in the NFL yet. So the guys that are now in year 2 and 3 in the NFL are the ones that were the first like NIL guys that were able to even get NIL. Now we're in, a couple of years down the road, and I feel like it's one of those things where like as these kids age up into the NFL and NFL GMs and coaches and all those guys are starting to see like, man, these kids are not as developed as they once were. That might start to matriculate down to, hey, we don't need to recruit these kids from XYZ school because they're not developing into players. Like they may have gotten a money bag and they were highly recruited, and historically, like 5-star recruits tend to pan out into the NFL. But if they don't get the job done, like you're going to start to see, I feel you would start to see that those kids making business decisions to, okay, maybe I don't need to take the 2 million or 5 million bag here at XYZ, I mean, I don't know that he's going to like Lubbock, Texas. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's hard when you're 18 years old or however young and you're being offered this huge lump sum of money. I wouldn't turn it down. I can't blame these kids. It's not their fault that this is the current climate
Mhm.
in college football. And if you write me a big check, I will also change teams. So I'm not mad at them. Like,
Well,
especially like, think about these kids that come from like lower socioeconomic backgrounds, like, and
for
then you're
sure.
given this
This is,
bag of
not
cash.
only changing their lives, it's they're able to buy homes for
Right.
their parents
Right.
and,
I mean, it's a
kind of,
no-brainer for them at that point.
Yeah.
But I do think with the current climate of like the NIL and the transfer portal, one, it's really hard for me to get excited about recruits right now.
Oh, for 100%. And that's
Yeah.
the other thing. Like you talk about getting excited about recruits, like when you got a kid, like say the kid goes to Texas Tech, and I can't remember what the recruit name, I think it was Elijah Griffin or something. I can't
yeah.
remember. And so he goes to Texas Tech, and then let's say he's there for a year, maybe two, and then he transfers somewhere else. Maybe he transfers to a different school. Now all of a sudden he's got to get up to speed with the culture of that program and the fans get used to him, or maybe he's only there for a year. At that point, you're like, I've told Jim this, that there's just like, it's kind of like the Jake Fromm approach. Like Jake Fromm was here and he didn't exactly go to the NFL, but he could fall back on the fan base that he built at the University of Georgia because he was here for so long. DJ Shockley is
He's a
another great.
franchise player.
He's a UGA franchise
Yeah.
quarterback.
Griffin's at
He
Georgia, by the way. I don't remember which one is at Texas Tech, but Griffin committed to Georgia.
Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. There was one kid that just recently committed to Texas Tech. I can't remember what his name was.
Well, and like I look at Jared Curtis, who was like super, super projected. Or no, Jared Curtis is the quarterback. Who's the O lineman that I'm thinking of that was supposed to go to Georgia and he ended up flipping last second and going to Miami?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Cantwell, I think his
Yeah,
name
Cantwell.
is.
Yes, Jackson Cantwell. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
I
also
don't follow recruiting hardly at all anymore as a result of all this stuff, to be fair. Like,
same. I'm just
yeah,
like, they're gonna flip, they're
we'll get
gonna
them.
change. Yeah.
Well, that's where I was gonna go. Is it's like, we're still in summertime. We've got a ways until like signing day. Like nothing's set in stone, even until See, and I can't even make my fax machine joke anymore, John. I was to say until the inks from the fax is dry, but until they sign their letter of intent. Like we're pretty far out. So that's the other thing is like you get these other schools that say, oh, like we stole your guy or whatever. It's like, well, I mean, you did for now. Like we'll see. We'll see when final signing day comes because you keep
Plenty of time.
seeing we keep kind of like creeping back up there. So I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I agree. I mean, like I'm just kind of like in Kirby we trust, and I'm gonna cheer for the kids who end up at Georgia because I love the University of Georgia, and I hope that they do too when they get here.
Well, it's also affecting our depth, right? Like with the NIL transfer, it's really hard to stack
Yeah.
4 and 5 stars 3 deep. I mean, like we just don't have the ideal depth that I think we would like and Kirby would like, and I'm sure schools everywhere would like. So I think we're a little thin on some positions, largely
Yeah.
due to that.
I mean, do you think that, I think that there's definitely some issues there on some of the positions. I personally think that we're lighter on depth at the offensive line position to get back on the Stacey Sturls train. We used to have a lot more depth in the 5-star category in that regard when Mr. Sam Pittman was here, but you say that like, and you're right. Like there's all this transfer portal stuff, and in theory, like you think that there's a little bit more parity because teams like Texas Tech are pulling 5-star recruits, and all these people are just dropping bags on kids that would normally go to the Alabamas, the Ohio States, and the Georgias of the world. But this is the most talented roster that Kirby Smart has. We have the highest blue chip ratio in any class. So I guess like, and this is the mantra that Jim and I have on the text thread with John and Hunter, that in Kirby we trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I think speaking to the NFL thing that you were saying earlier, I think that, once the NFL does kind of make an example of some kids, you look at Tate Ratledge, who just won the starting job with the Lions as a
Saw that.
rookie.
Yeah.
And you look at Lad McConkey and Brock Bowers having breakout rookie seasons last year, and, 9 Georgia players on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's, the schools that do a good job of developing their talent, their kids last for a long time in the NFL. And you're going to have a wave of rookies that come in and they look super, super stacked, and they're all going to end up falling out 2 or 3 years in because they don't have the sustainability that some of these kids that are more developed do.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you talk about, I think John Gruden was just on campus with with UGA, and he was talking about how amazing it was, and what a great program that we have. And I think that Jordan Davis and some of those other guys have talked about how the practices were harder at Georgia than they were in the NFL.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
It says a lot. They're getting paid millions upon millions of dollars, and they're working less.
How do I get that kind of job?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Y'all give me a helmet and some pads. I'll get out there. I could knock a guy over.
I would put you at tight end, Garrett.
Yeah. Oh, little 5'6" me sprinting down the field.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna be the next Travis Kelsey.
Absolutely.
Travis Kelsey starred Happy Gilmore too. Sorry.
Oh, okay. What were y'all's thoughts on that movie? Because I loved it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no. No spoilers.
Yeah. Spoiler free. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, and I know there's been some discourse about like, oh, they mailed it in, people didn't like it or whatever. But as someone who, aging myself here, was in high school when the first one came out and like absolutely loved that movie. We watched it as a family, like the day after it came out, and like all was like died cracking up. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
I'm the worst. I haven't seen like any movie.
Okay.
You're the bookworm of the podcast.
Yeah, I read a
feel
lot.
like.
My attention span, like I just can't sit for 2 hours. Like,
Okay, that's fair.
But you sit for 2 hours and read the book though.
Yeah,
But the books are more stimulating.
yeah,
Fair enough.
It's totally different.
Fair enough.
It's totally different.
working.
It's totally different.
Okay, since we're on this, we'll shout out Logan and Walker. We'll do a brief like entertainments type thing.
Entertainment.
I do have
There
a
we go.
question. Have any of y'all watched the new Netflix show, The Any Given Saturday? Has anyone else seen any of that?
No, and I've been wanting to start it, but the worst teams in the SEC, the teams that I do not want to watch,
Yeah.
are the ones that agreed to do it. I don't want to sit and watch an hour of Billy Napier screaming. Get that man off of my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
interesting the teams that signed up for that, and I just had not a lot of interest in it.
Yeah. I've seen the first episode. I'll give a spoiler-free my statement on this too. So it's the same like production company that does the Drive to Survive, the Formula One show, which I watch that too. So it's very well produced.
Produced.
It's very
Yeah.
well done. But yeah, that was my thing. It's like, well, George is not in it. It was. I'm gonna watch it anyway. But it's very funny though, like in the opening when they're like just showing all the shots of the SEC. Like it's very obvious that like, oh yeah, Georgia didn't sign up for this because it's like you're not showing like the SEC champions and like on this whole like montage of things. It's very obvious. So it was kind of awkward. But it was the first episode was a focus on like LSU in South Carolina in their first few weeks in the season, and it was good. I enjoyed it. I will watch it, but yeah, it won't be as good as it could have been if you had, say, the dogs in it. But
I'll watch the Vanderbilt episode. I
yeah,
love the way that they kind of turned their program around last season, winning record for the first time since
yeah,
2018. Roll
I love
doors.
Vanderbilt. I want to go back to playing at Vanderbilt every other year. It is so fun to go to Nashville.
yeah.
It's so fun to go to Nashville, but that stadium is just pathetic.
No, it's so easy to get around. I don't mind the
It's so
vinyl
easy to
siding.
get around,
Who
but it is
cares?
so pathetic when you see all of the other stadiums in the
Yeah, but they're
SEC.
doing all the construction now. It's going to be totally
Yeah, it's
different.
getting the face. I don't mind it.
You could
It's
go
They
across the
really
street
have
to
fun.
winning
the
records more than once every like 6 or 7 years. They'll get a bigger upgrade, but for right now, I don't think they're pouring all their money into their football
I
program.
don't think.
just go across the street to the Parthenon.
Yeah. I do want to go up for a Tennessee Titans game at some point. I want to try and go to as many stadiums as I can.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
You should.
My take on I haven't seen the Vanderbilt one. That actually might be interesting because I will tell you that if I were a producer on that show, I would have done it differently. I probably would have started with something like Vanderbilt that is fairly, I feel like Vanderbilt is like neutral city for every SEC fan out there. So if you were wanting to draw in SEC fans, I would have started with something that was fairly neutral. Just my 2 cents.
Mhm.
Starting with freaking Brian Kelly, who came from Notre Dame with his fake Southern drawl. Like immediately I saw it and I was like, oh my God.
I wanted to impersonate him
This
so bad just
this
now, but I
freaking
can't even
guy.
make the fake Southern sound, so I don't know.
So they start this freaking SEC show with a guy that is not the SEC. Like he's just everything that's not the SEC, in my opinion. Like, sorry, Daly, but like LSU, like it's great, but like Brian Kelly just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Clark Lee's
And
more likable.
Clark Lee is likable. He's a good dude. And then you follow it up with Shane Beamer, who I feel like is the
Also very
feedback
likable.
your mileage may vary, but the feedback that everybody I hear that's like neutral is like, oh yeah, Shane Beamer seems like a guy that I can hang out with. I was like, I hear you, I hear that, and I can kind of see that, but I also feel like he was trying way too hard, which is literally his brand is like trying way too hard, in my opinion. But
No,
I
I
I
don't
like
know.
agree.
football.
He feels like he's constantly trying to appeal to an audience that like he has no idea what kind of stuff they enjoy. It's like he like chat GPT what can make me relatable to Gen Z and
Yes.
that's
Yes,
for it.
exactly. He's like, I'm a coach's son. I've got to figure out a way to appeal to these people. What is going to make them happy?
Uh,
I don't know. I refer to him as the goober. He's the goober of SEC coaches.
No, no.
That. I love that. But it's okay.
But you
Good
got
thing
you got Brian Kelly, then they followed up with Shane Beamer, and then who do they follow up with on the next episode? Freaking Florida and DJ Lagway. I'm like, dude, all right, immediately I'm out. I'm just out.
Napier looks like a thumb. He looks like a thumb. I literally cannot. I do not. Him and Heupel are my two least favorite coaches, I think,
mm,
ever.
okay.
Mm,
Yeah.
Heupel's got
that's
30 chins,
that's
so.
saying something. That's
Yeah,
saying
Yeah.
ever?
something.
Yeah.
Ever. Wow. I
Look,
got
I might have hated Nick Saban for what he did and like how many times he broke my heart, but you cannot deny that that man is an incredible coach. I have nothing bad to say about his coaching skills.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
He's the
yeah.
goat. I mean, yeah.
He's the goat.
Yeah.
Steve Spurrier would be number one for me, followed by Philip Fulmer.
Oh, see, I went to camp with Spurrier's grandson, so I kind of have a soft spot for that family.
I really
Oh,
didn't like Mullen.
Oh,
oh, that's a
Mullen
good one. That's
sucks.
a
That's
good one.
a
That's a
good
good
one.
one. Forgot about
He was
him.
hard to like.
The Clown King.
Yeah.
Shout out, Wise Dog.
Oh man, I love how this has turned into like the which coaches do we not like roundtable. This is amazing.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
It's our podcast. We can do what we
That's
want,
right.
Jen.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. Too
How
good.
did y'all see those pictures of Kirby looking so pissed off?
Mm.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah. With the microphone, and just like anybody who was like walking down the street was not safe.
Oh
Right
yeah.
in the middle in that microphone. You can hear him all the way across campus.
Yeah.
See,
Like
that's where you
he's
know,
in
like,
trouble.
that's when you're like college football. Watch out! Like Kirby is on the microphone.
He's on a microphone.
Kirby is on a mission. He's not happy.
Like
The
I've been to
media.
a practice in the summer and I'm like scared to move because I think I'm in trouble because he's so pissed off at life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is he gonna call me out?
I genuinely think that the
I don't
media
know
this
that
summer has added so much fuel to whatever fire he's already got lit under his tail because so many people are calling last season a failure. And then you've got media coming out being like, oh, Georgia's not going to do anything. They don't have a quarterback. They blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That man has some to prove and he's about to do it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So we normally have the season mantras and the taglines and things like that. But when was the last time you had the mantra extend to the practice field in terms of something that you could visually see? So like I'm speaking specifically to something that has come up in the text threads over this last week is the blue flame. The blue helmets apparently mean something because I saw that in some of the pictures and some of the videos and I was asking everybody's like, what the heck's going on with this blue helmet situation? At first I was like really disgusted by it because it gave me Florida Gator vibes. And I was like caught off guard. I was like, man, Georgia Tech is not putting a red helmet out there. I guarantee you Ohio State's not putting a blue helmet out there. But like, what's the deal? And Graham was like, it's the blue flame. It's the blue fire. Like the blue fire is the hottest. And so it's like an MVP thing now. So you see these pictures of the players, and I'm getting super excited about the particular players that actually are wearing the blue headgear. One of them being Colby Young, who's wide receiver that we're talking about. We needed Colby last year, in my opinion. Not having Colby last year was a huge detriment to the wide receiver core. And then you've got Nate Frazier, one of the running backs that we've been talking about as the underperforming. So we got two position groups that are rocking that blue helmet that apparently is a coveted item amongst the players.
Yeah.
I am so excited to see Colby Young this year. With all of the off the field drama from last year, I think we can expect really big things from him. I think he is coming with something to prove, and I cannot wait to watch him.
Man, I hope he balls out because it'll be a great story. Great
Yeah.
story of redemption and just like I don't know. You hear a lot of stories about like him. And it's just I don't know. I think they did him dirty is all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we haven't seen him since when was the last time? Like the Auburn game last year?
I think it was
Yeah.
earlier.
I'm trying to remember. It was
that.
it was pretty early.
I think it was like week 4 or something.
because I know
At one point,
he was in the Alabama
someone
game.
was like, at one point, someone said his name. I was like, oh shoot, I forgot he was on the team.
Yeah. Well, and that gets back
Glad
to
he's back.
where y'all were talking earlier about like, getting excited about those returning players. And so that's who actually jumped out of my mind when you said that earlier, because it's a guy who's, you know, he's gonna, I feel like you're saying, like he's gonna kind of come back like with a vengeance. Like he's got a bit of a point to prove.
There is
didn't,
nothing I love more than a football player with a chip on his shoulder.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I like the anger and the hunger.
The
You
fire,
mentioned
passion, the
receiver.
energy.
So can we
Energy.
pivot to running backs?
Heck yeah. Let's go.
Heck yeah, we can pivot wherever we want to pivot.
I'm really excited about Bo Walker.
There we go. I mean, like, so I think, well, this is going to be a recurring theme, say this all the time. Like, what a name for a running back. Bo
What
Walker.
a name.
Like,
I
come
know.
on.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
And he's
You
wearing
were born
20.
to be a running back.
Is he wearing 24? I believe. So got a little No Sean Marino jersey number going. He says what he had on this spring. So, yeah, I'm excited about him as well.
I have to tell y'all that when I first started paying attention and being a fan of Georgia football, I came in when we had Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Donnie Michelle. So since those three kings have left, I'm like, every year, I'm like, our running backs suck. Like, they're just not good. And everyone's like, Well,
Yeah.
you were introduced with three like NFL running backs, so that's not really fair. So I'm really excited about this new guy, and I really hope that he could deliver.
Yeah. I'm with
I
you there.
saw a tweet earlier about one of our 3 stars who has apparently been bawling out in practice, and he's got everybody super excited. I don't remember who it is,
Hmm.
but
Is it
they
Peanut?
said not Peanut. I am very excited for Peanut.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Peanut is definitely a fan favorite.
Well, and I'm actually interested to see if they use Bell at all in the backfield because I know that he's been taking some reps as running back in practice. So I'm interested to see if they use him at all. And then
Did
of
y'all
course Cash Jones, can't wait to see him again.
Yeah.
cash money?
Yeah.
Did y'all see that the transfer Josh McCray like missed the first practice?
Hmm.
I did hear that. Yeah. So I don't know. Do we know what's going on? Like,
I
has he
think
shown up yet? Like,
I
I'm
think
pulling it
Kirby
up.
said that he was like dealing with a sickness, but he expects him to
okay.
like be fully recovered. Just not a good look, to miss the first day, but I hope that he's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. I mean, if nothing else, like, a depth piece. 'Cause I don't know. I mean, I know coming from Illinois, I do know he was like the MVP of their bowl game. That's about as much as I know about him. Because I don't think he was even like the starter all of last year. But I mean, again,
117 carries for 609 yards and 10 touchdowns. And yes, he's out for sickness.
okay, okay, okay. Well, that's at least good.
Hmm.
But at least good these here. Yeah, I heard that last week.
And then I'm hoping Roderick Robinson can be healthy this year
Yeah,
and not have any foot or
Yeah.
ankle injuries.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah,
amen to that.
yeah. The turf toe will get you. Got to watch out for the turf toe.
The turf toe, the broken ankle, like
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
we got to
Um,
get him some better shoes or something.
Yeah.
I
Athletic trainers
We
tape
were
these boys up better.
we talked about that there was one of the things that came up, I think, in one of the text threads that we were a part of last year about all these different injuries with the lower legs, was that there was something that changed with the cleats or something like that last year.
hmm,
I remember that coming up, that they were wearing different cleats, and so they were swapping them out like mid-season kind of thing.
hmm,
Interesting. Because of injuries?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Which is a thing, because I think at the time I remember talking about it because when my son was playing soccer, they had different cleat formations based on the turf conditions and the grass conditions that they wanted kids to wear. Like it's like insane, like so stupid that they're talking about this stuff at like 11U soccer and stuff like that. But like they would talk about like the cleat patterns that kids needed to have because of injuries.
Don't you know that 11U soccer is the step before the MLS? Come on.
I mean, technically speaking, it is until MLS next, but we're splitting hairs now.
too good, too good. Um, we have a few listener questions. You guys want to hit those, and then we can get back to whatever we want to
Yeah.
do. We wanted to hit
Mhm.
those.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll start off with the building bonus. TM. Brett always gives us 2 questions. First
Love
one.
you,
What
Brett.
what is your favorite home game you've attended in person?
Ooh.
Garrett, you hit us up first.
I'd probably say Tennessee 2022 or Tennessee last season. I unfortunately was still living in Mississippi for the Notre Dame game.
Mm.
So I was watching that on TV, heard it was absolutely electric, still pissed off that I wasn't there. But I have never heard Sanford that loud ever for both of those games. The environment was just unreal. I loved every second of it.
Yeah, those are good
That's
ones.
awesome. Hold up. You lived in Mississippi? Like what? How did I
I
did
was
not
Little
know
Miss Hottie
this.
Toddy for about a year and a half, and then I left.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I hated it. I hated it. Literally, Oxford is one of those towns that is so great to go and visit for a weekend, but I am not a big party girl. And like you're
It
you're
was not
literally in the
conducive to the
middle of
grandma
nowhere,
activities.
Mississippi. You're 45 minutes away from Tupelo. You're an hour south of Memphis. There is nothing to do in that town except drink.
Mm. There was
And you
zero.
wonder
There
why it
was
takes everybody 5 years to graduate.
yeah. There was zero needlepoint, John. Zero.
There was
No,
zero
zero
needle.
needle.
What about you, Kelsey? What's
What about
your
you,
favorite?
Kelsey?
What's your favorite home game you've been to?
Um, maybe the noon Arkansas game. I don't know if y'all remember that from a few years
Oh,
ago.
that was a fun
It
one.
was
That was a good
so
game.
incredibly loud. That's probably the loudest I've ever heard Sanford Stadium. And I brought a bag of bacon into the game. And so
Hold on, what?
I was eating. I had a gallon Ziploc bag full of bacon, so I'm just eating bacon as we're playing the Hogs. It was fantastic.
Walk me through how you get a bag of bacon through the security line.
They're looking for booze. They're not looking for bacon.
Jim, I think you got the cold open.
Too good. Too good.
That's great. That's great. So like they didn't say anything about you having a gallon bag of bacon.
No, it was fine.
Noted.
This
Noted.
also reminded me that I didn't even texted.
Oh yes.
I texted John
We have
this
a question we're supposed to
we
ask
have a
you.
question, Kelsey. How were the BLTs? I saw some BLT pictures on Twitter that Scott made, and it looks like ridiculous.
So we had BLTs for dinner at my house.
Nice.
I didn't realize that was going to be brought up.
Oh my gosh.
They were delicious. It was maybe the best BLT I've ever had. I'm going to be honest.
I mean,
Here's the trick.
It looked phenomenal.
You have to toast your bread in the bacon grease.
Of course.
Separate.
Yeah.
You also have to get the chili onion crunch from Trader Joe's and mix that in your mayo before you put it on the sandwich.
Hold on. Chili. Wait, hang on a second. Chili onion crunch.
Yeah, from
I'll
Trader
grab
Joe's.
Garrett's got
Okay.
it on hand. She showed us.
I feel like this is like I discovered Asian cooking. I was cooking something earlier this week, and it called for crispy garlic, chili oil, and I was like, "What? This sounds amazing!" And it is. It is absolutely amazing.
That sounds good.
I texted John a link to Scott's tweet with the pictures of the BLTs, and I was like, help remind me to ask Kelsey about this tonight.
This is the
She
oil.
she
Yeah,
reminded you.
that's it.
Wow. Okay.
Chili,
And then they
crunchy
also
chili.
have a
Okay.
seasoning blend.
Okay.
What?
Trader Joe's.
I've never gotten the seasoning.
The seasoning's not as good as the oil.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
We're now a cooking podcast.
I
We
mean,
have
why not?
needlepoint. We have needlepoint and cooking.
That's what we do on Girls Talk Ball. You never know what topic you're going to get.
There we go.
Really,
There we
that's
go.
what you get for having women on your podcast.
We would have
Sometimes we
talked
go
about
off the
this
rails.
regardless. It has nothing to do with. Yeah, we're off the rails.
So like legit, even if it was just the two of us, right, it probably would have. This probably would have come up. Hey John, did you see the BLT that Scott made? It looks so good.
That's awesome. Okay,
And
what are y'all's most favorite home games?
Ooh.
For me, the most recent one was the rain out Tennessee game, which I can't remember if that was that 22? I can't remember.
That was 22.
Yeah,
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, so my most recent one would be that game, because of my experience with my son and his friends. Like, we didn't go into the game, but the home game experience there was amazing. We watched the game at the tailgate, back when Morris Hall was at the Reed Hall, and we stood there with the kids, and I'll never forget it. It's like core memory unlocked, kind of thing, where my son and his friends just giving Tennessee fans just giving them the business as they're walking out in the rain, and he's sitting in his in the Reed Hall tents under shelter with a drink in his hand, with a Sprite in his hand, just giving them the business. He got several F-bombs thrown at him, and I just remember him just looking at me being like,
I was walking out of Boar's Head, and this guy started, "Oh, you, y'all are the worst." And I was like, "You guys played so well. Like, your program's turning around." They were yelling at me.
Kill him with kindness.
That's exactly, yeah, that's kind of what was happening there. Yeah, so that's the most recent one. As a student, it's got to be again Tennessee at home the night the goalpost came down.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Let's see. I'll just throw one out that hasn't been mentioned that I thoroughly enjoyed. The Auburn blackout game.
Auburn blackout, yeah.
That was a good one. That one was a blast with the true like, are they going to wear the black jerseys? Are they not going to? And then it was, had the lead early, lost the lead, came back and won. So that's a good one. That was a good time.
Jim, were you at the Arkansas game that was Kelsey's?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
That was a great one, and like that one, whole family, like actually, like Ella and Lily were at that game too. Like we all went.
So which one was louder, the Arkansas game or the Auburn blackout?
I think Kelsey's right. I think the Arkansas game was louder.
Woo.
Like that doesn't make sense, especially for a noon. But because that game, like that was one of those games where Kirby really like threw down the gauntlet. Like, look, I know it's a noon game, but you guys have to be loud. Like we need it loud in here, and everyone responded. I mean, they had what, three false starts in the first drive, I think, or that's probably exaggerating, but I think they were two, and then we had blocked the punt. Like it was a block. No, nothing will set off a crowd like a big momentum changing play like that, like a block punt or a pick six or
For sure.
something. So yeah,
Kirby put the pressure on the fans, and we delivered.
yeah, yeah.
Was that when they unveiled the meter?
It may have been. Yeah, it may have been. And cause I remember even like watching it back when I got home, like the broadcast, they had the meter like on the field, whoever was the sideline reporter that day, and kept talking about how I think they had been like at a Penn State whiteout the week before, and like Georgia and like Sanford in the enclosed end zone was registering louder than like the Penn State whiteout
Okay.
on the decibel meter. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so the next question two from Brett, is great considering who we have with us. So it's, if you combined the Morris Hall tailgate with the Huggins tailgate to form the most epic tailgate ever, what things stay, what things go, and where is the ideal spot to host it?
This is going to be like a house divided answer.
Yeah.
House divided.
Because, like, I don't know. You go first, Garrett.
Okay, first and foremost, we're keeping the Blue Mizuno tent because you never forget your roots, and we're keeping it at Clark Howell because as devastated as we were to lose the actual Tate Gate spot,
Gate.
Clark
That's a
Howell
freaking
has
epic
been
spot.
incredible.
Yeah.
We're shaded. We've got this massive area. I feel like we can actually host everybody that comes and nobody's like out in the streets and we're not blocking anything. It's been a fantastic change. We've really loved it.
Yeah, I would say that it's definitely not as easy for the riffraff to encumber the tailgate as well.
Mhm.
I completely agree with that.
So I love visiting Garrett's tailgate, but there's no place like home. You do have a fabulous location, and we oftentimes do get some party crashers.
Oh yeah, yeah, it happens. It happens for sure.
It happens every game.
I mean, you're right
Gotta
there.
start giving people wristbands.
Yeah, I have one.
It's so big. Yeah, we all have these, but it's like just out. It's getting out of control.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you just got to go with it.
You just got to go with it.
So I don't know. Yeah, if we combine tailgates, we could move to Garrett's spot. Y'all have good breakfast food.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta get those biscuits from the biscuit basket. They hit
we'll keep your
every single
biscuits.
time.
But we're gonna keep our bourbon bar
Yeah.
and
Okay.
our sound system.
Yep.
Sounds a live band.
Oh my gosh, the live band game was so amazing.
Yeah, y'all need to let me know when that's coming.
Are you talking about? Oh gosh, what is his name?
I can't remember. It was like a
Jay
like a
Memory.
one.
Are you talking about Jay Memory?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he plays
Yes.
sometimes. He's our
Yes.
friend.
Yes.
From Memory Dean, if y'all remember Memory Dean.
So yes, I do. Yeah. So I don't, not this past. I think season before. I think
He's
so.
played a
There's
couple
like a
tailgates.
2023 game for sure. I remember he was there.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
so talented. He's great.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I would also say that I'd like to keep, even though like the Clark Howell spot would definitely throw a damper on this, but I would like to keep the opposing fan base walking by and having the banter, like both friendly and unfriendly as well. Because it's nice to have good interactions with fans, but it's also nice to have like, oh, you want to talk shit? Okay, let's go. Sorry, Carter. Like,
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, we have like several people that will just put a tailgate chair like in the grass directly in front of the sidewalk and just watch, like stare them down as they walk down the sidewalk to the stadium.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not afraid to square up. We can do that.
That's kind
I'm
of where
too
I usually
busy
sit.
like elsewhere bebopping
Garrett's a
around.
scrapper, guys.
I'm not a sitter at a tailgate. Like I am moving around.
You're like the social butterfly, I feel like, because
I'm a mover and shaker.
you're always buzzing around, and you also have your notepad too, so you gotta take notes.
I got things going on.
You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. Too good. Awesome. That was a good one, Brett. That was a good one. That was a good one.
That was a good one. I'd be curious to know what Brett would keep and not. We'll have to talk about that at the next tailgate, Brett.
We will. We will. We will. We've brought Brett. I think what Ole Miss was I think his first time we brought him through there. So
I did one thing that didn't come up that I would like to throw out there: the national championship banner has to stay.
True.
Yep.
True. True.
That was taken from said national championship.
Yes.
100%.
Zach Robinson, bravo.
And the inflatable UGA.
Yeah, that's Zach too. We like the inflatable UGA.
Shout out Zach.
I like our sign.
I have one question, Garrett, on something that you mentioned. You mentioned the blue Mizuno tent. Can you give us a little backstory on that? Because I don't know that I know that story.
So oh goodness, this was before my time. The Tailgate was started in 94 or 97, one of the two. It's been around for a long time. But back when we first started getting things going, the family that hosts with Dad, the Couches, Chuck worked for Mizuno. And so we had these massive blue Mizuno tents that we set up. And that was kind of our landmark of like, oh, if you're lost, just look for the blue tents right before you go in through gate 10, and that's where we are. And then Chuck stopped working for Mizuno a few years ago. We switched to red Wilson tents, but we still have one blue Mizuno tent that we'll set up every now and again just to kind of keep it around because it's a classic. You really can't get rid of it.
If you know,
but
you
yeah,
know.
that was whenever I tell friends to come by, I'm like, just go to the dog walk, look for the blue tents, and you'll know you found us.
Nice.
That's amazing. I did not know that story.
No, I didn't either. You know,
Daddy can probably tell it better than I do. It was slightly before my time, but
all good. All good. Let's see. 51-7 GATA had not a question, just a reminder that Georgia Tech tickets go on sale tomorrow, and he said FTMF. So the Ben's
the Gridiron
game,
Classic,
the Black Friday Ben's game tickets go on sale. Although if you're listening, they've probably already gone on sale. So sorry.
I am
kinda
pissed
hate
that
that
they've
it's
changed the
Ben's.
name.
They
didn't change the name. They just are marketing something different that no one's going to call it. Just like we all still call it the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. So eventually they'll wisen up, and it's not dead because we're not going to let it die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, never in a million years.
Agreed. All right, friend of the show, Tim Riley, comes in with, what's a must do in Athens for game day now that my daughter is officially a freshman dog? So congrats.
Oh,
To her.
sweet.
Congratulations to her.
What do you guys have any recommendations?
Dinner at last resort or brunch at last resort. You've got to do at least one of those.
Not on game day, I would say.
Not on game day. No, that's like
Too
a
many
Friday
people.
night,
Too many people for
Sunday.
grandma.
You'll wait for 3 hours for a table, literally.
True.
But yes, these are really good. Like the Friday before the weekend, like whatever. Go on Thursday night.
Unless you have a Huggins reservation.
Oh, Huggins standing reservation is at Last Resort Friday night and Hilltop Grill Sunday morning.
I have sat at the Huggins table a few times at the Hilltop Grill.
Pro tips.
Yeah, definitely Hilltop Grill Sunday morning for the Bulldog brunch. Jeff and Kevin do a fantastic job. Always love listening to them. And then drinks at either High Bar or the top of the Georgia Theater are always a classic.
The top of the Georgia Theater.
I've never been to the top of the Georgia Theater. I may have to try this.
Oh, it's really fun.
You guys are gonna have to take Jim and I there this year.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
It is adults only. So sorry, Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. There'll be some no kids weekends.
They check your ID before you go up the elevator, but like you can just be walking downtown and you'll hear music from the rooftop, so you just go right up. But for a
Amazing.
game day, I would say have a rough outline, but leave plenty of time to explore. Like you'll be able to go meet new friends and like meet people at tailgates and go walk around downtown and go get you some dog merch, like go in the shops, go get a drink at the local bar, go to Walker's in the morning and get an Irish coffee. Um, that's a good one.
And I know this
I've
might
heard
be an
Dooley's is
unpopular
good.
opinion, but save the bookstore for like towards the end of the game, depending on what game you're going to. Don't go beforehand because that line is a million miles long and you don't want to stand in it.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's a madhouse in there pregame.
I've never been to the bookstore on a game day.
I've gone like the last 2 years. I've gone. It's usually with my youngest. Lily wants to go in there and get something. So like one game she was like, I need a hat. Like I don't have the appropriate hat, and so we went and got her a hat. That was John when I sent you the picture of me wearing the big hat. When I found one of the big hats, I didn't buy it, but I did put it on my head, take a picture.
Oh, was it the
The
massive
big,
ball
the
cap?
huge, yeah.
Yeah, we both have pictures of ourselves wearing the big hats because that's like a thing.
That needs to be the new profile picture.
For
Ooh,
sure.
ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Ooh,
That's not
that's a
bad
good
idea.
idea. That's a good idea.
Those are
I would
those
say
are the listener questions. So
I would
go ahead, John.
I would add onto theirs with I actually just talked about this with my buddy's daughter who's living in Athens as well. South Kitchen and Bar.
That's
South
it.
is so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is a go-to spot for the Powell family for sure.
Those duck
Because
fat tater
the duck
tots.
fat tater tots you
So
can't
good.
miss.
So good. We had that Atlanta spring break we were talking about. We started off actually in Athens and went to a basketball game. Actually, Garrett, I saw the rest of your family at that game. By the way, it was that Georgia
Oh,
Vanderbilt basketball game. And we had Sunday brunch with my parents at South Kitchen. Had the
yeah,
duck
the
fat tater
brunch
tots.
food's phenomenal.
Yeah, it was very good.
Mhm.
It was very good.
Oh, and ad drug too. Throwing ad drug in there.
The lunch counter ad drug.
Ad
Mhm.
drug. I haven't heard about this one.
It's in
Oh
Where's
my
Frankfurt.
goodness, it
Literally a
is.
The
pharmacy.
pharmacy,
Yeah,
like
literally a tiny little pharmacy off of it's right in 5 Points off of is it Lump?
Lumpkin. It's on
Yeah,
Lumpkin.
okay. Right by the Barbaritos, but it is phenomenal. It's like the food is dirt cheap. They've got old-fashioned malts and milkshakes. They're making your
oh,
food right in front of you. It's so good.
It's
I'm
next
gonna
to
have to check
the
this
Fair
out.
grocery store, if you know where that
Okay.
is.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Or like, have y'all been to Expat? It's across the street from the Expat.
I'll have to check
Expat
that
I
out.
kind of thought was a little overrated when I went.
Expat's okay. I've been a few times. It's not like my favorite. I was just
Not a
eating my
sponsor.
landmark.
Not a sponsor
Yeah.
yet, or probably
Bar
won't be.
Bruno is a great spot for
I
cocktails, though.
love Bar Bruno.
Their little cute
So,
little umbrellas with the Aperol spritz. You can't beat it.
Okay.
okay, let me tell
Ah,
you all about a summertime, like local Athenian thing.
Okay.
So in the summers, this place called Livewire, which is a venue that you can rent out, they do Tiki Tuesdays. So on Tuesdays, you go and they have a taco truck set up outside, and then they're just like slinging tiki drinks and playing like Hawaiian tiki music, and everybody has on leis and like Hawaiian shirts, and it's so much fun.
Nice.
In
that
the
sounds
middle
like
of
fun.
Athens, Georgia on a Tuesday night.
On a Tuesday, that's what I'm doing this Tuesday.
Is
Yeah.
that where the Livewire beer comes from? Because there's a beer called Livewire.
Who makes it?
I feel like it's one of the. I feel like it's a local beer, but I
They're
could be
not a
making that up.
brewing company, to my
I'm
knowledge. It's just
hashtag
an event-based,
GTS.
like, bar.
Hmm.
But like the other night, they had
We're gonna have
a
to put some. We're gonna have to put some glasses on it,
Put
Jim.
glasses on it. Put glasses on it.
It's from Roke Brewing Company.
Oh, never mind.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that's the same one.
269 area codes, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No.
There is a beer called Livewire.
Okay. Okay.
I bet it's
No
really good.
relation.
Do you guys have time to hang around for John's question that he likes to ask everyone that we have on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. JP, hit him with the John Powell question.
Okay, ladies. So, what is your Georgia story? Like, We both know that you guys are big Georgia fans. You've been around, you either have been indoctrinated or you have grown up through it. So what is your Georgia story? We'll start with Garrett. We'll start with the youngin on the pod.
I've been indoctrinated. My my first Georgia game was I was 8 8 months old, not even 8 months old. There's a picture of me at my first ever Georgia game, and I'm in Harry Dog's arms, and mom and dad are on both sides. So yeah,
I'm
I mean,
sure that
I've been
there's gotta be a maternity photo of you somewhere at a tailgate,
oh
I'm sure.
1,000%. 1,000%. I don't
She's
think
wearing a
mom was
beautiful
that
dress, I'm sure
far
too.
along yet, but I'm sure there's plenty, but I've been going to games my entire life. I have a massive friend group of families that all of our dads were fraternity brothers, and we've all grown up going to games together. They're all still my best friends to this day. And I mean, it's truly just a way of life for me at this point. My blood runs red and black, and I'll bark at anything that moves shade towards me.
Amazing.
But moving to Athens, I think really solidified it for me for the rest of my life. The energy in that city during football season is just unmatched. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Awesome. What about you, Kelsey? You gave us kind of the time frame of when you started really getting into the games, but what's your Georgia story?
Garrett's story is much cuter than mine.
That's okay.
I don't know. Let's hear it.
um, 10 years ago, I went to a Sam Hunt concert that happened to be the day before G Day. And so the next day, me and my friend were still in town and wanted to have drinks and everything. And so I had another friend that was coming in town whose name was Scott Rodeheaver. And so we all went to like G
Sounds
Day.
familiar.
Yeah. So we all went to G Day, and I had so much fun that I wanted to keep going back. So I kept going back to G Days every year. And then I ended up starting to date this guy that I had met up with at G Day that first year. And I just got really into Georgia football, and I started listening to football radio. Like I listened to college sports Sirius XM every single day. And I got more and more into it, and I wanted to just invest myself in it. And I'm such a nerd, like you mentioned, that I read all the time. So I'm always like researching and reading all these things and taking notes. And so I just kind of obsess over things, and I can't like leave it alone.
Actually,
Amazing.
I love that. That's a great story.
I love that too. Yeah. Dude,
So
talk about like I always say the most underrated day on the UGA football calendar is G Day.
Yep.
Mm.
G Day is like one of my favorite days of the year.
Agreed. Thank you.
It
Shout
is
out.
so much fun.
Good. High five.
So now I go to all the home games. We get season tickets. We obviously set up a big tailgate every single game. So it's a lot of fun.
Kelsey, did you go to Georgia?
No, I went to community college because I was a poor kid.
So what brought you to Athens for that day other than the concert? Was it just the concert and you just happened
Yeah,
to
I was
stick
just
around
a
for the
concert.
game?
So I had been to Athens, like I had spent some time here a few years before that because I of like guys that I was dating up here. But I was just very into Sam Hunt at the time, and me and my best friend wanted to come up and go to the concert, so that's what we did.
Amazing.
Was it like
Is
at the
Sam
theater?
Hunt the
We're talking
house
like
party
I was
guy?
about to say, was he playing at the theater?
He was playing at Stegman. I actually had to look that up today because I was like,
Oh,
where was that
wow.
concert? I don't remember. Like it was so long ago.
Stegman. Wow.
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
And then I moved up here for work. So I'm originally from Macon. And then I moved up here for work in January 2020.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So
If I knew the Macon thing, I forgot it. So another conversation for another time. But because
It's
that's
okay. I don't like to advertise it.
my dad. Yeah, yeah. Very hot place. My dad's from Macon, so we'll have to discuss this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. See, we're learning things. Sorry, John, I talked over you,
Small world.
as we do.
as we do. Man, those are great stories. I mean, I think that's just like you got a pure evolution of a dog fanatic, and you have the indoctrination of a dog fanatic. So love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Once I kind of got old enough to understand what was going on the field, that having dad right next to me explaining all of it, I think if I didn't have my dad, I don't think I'd be nearly as into college football as I am. Shout out, Dad. I love you.
Amazing,
Very
amazing.
nice.
It's so much more fun when you know what's going on And I always say that college football has more drama than like a Lifetime movie.
Yes.
Like truly.
And at
No,
least it's
it
not
does.
as predictable as a Hallmark movie.
I love a good Hallmark movie.
Amazing.
Kelsey
That's so
Boy,
good.
was the big city businesswoman who fell in
That's
love with
right.
a small town boy.
On a Christmas tree farm.
No,
we've
you have to go back and save the bakery, Kelsey.
Absolutely. What will happen in the end? Oh, I love them.
So good. So good.
we fell into their podcast, Jim.
That's okay. That's okay. This is yeah.
Sorry, there's been a takeover.
Yeah.
There's been a takeover. Yeah, exactly.
That's all good. That's all good. Oh man, no, that we watch those. Our girls love those, so I'm quite familiar.
Did you watch the Taylor Swift Travis Kelsey spoof last year?
We did not. So ironically, my girls like they are like anti like Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. They don't
Really?
they don't like the whole thing. So they're like no, and like Ella is not like into sports, but Lily is like all in, and so she's like it has made her like she like doesn't like the Chiefs. She's very much like so she's a Panthers girl. That's the home team, which by the way, she's super excited that they drafted ETN. So she like wants a Panthers ETN jersey. Um, but so no, they were not into that.
I mean, I completely understand the hating the Chiefs thing. They're a
Yeah.
bunch of dirty, nasty cheaters.
Too good, too good.
Amazing. Well, I can safely say that Jim and I have talked about hosting the women of UGA Tailgate. And I would like to say, dare I say, that this may be the inaugural episode that I've been harping on Jim that we need to schedule these episodes. So you guys will probably be the first of hopefully many of the women of UGA Tailgates.
Love it. We'll have to get Dana on the next one.
I was just about
Uh,
to say we also have to have like we obviously got to get rodeo on, then we can close out that your family, and then we've got the rest of the Huggins crew. We've got two of the four now. Garrett and Dana Hampton and Dana are probably just like what the heck, man.
yeah.
Hampton would eat this up. Mom would be like, I'm here for the ride. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh my gosh, Dana,
Uh,
I feel like would be amazing to talk with. So yes,
uh,
absolutely
He's a
on the
hoot,
schedule.
that's for sure.
oh,
Apple did not fall far from the tree with this one.
yeah. I think part of what we had talked about and what John was harped on is like we know and like y'all are like the perfect example is there are amazing like Georgia fans that are women that are knowledgeable about the game, and like when you guys announced that you were starting your podcast, like I was like so excited, like I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like we need more of this. So and I like again Louis, I know I like reached out to y'all and was like, I'm so excited. But I had texted John on the side too, like, oh, this is so cool. I'm so glad they're doing this. So we're excited that you guys decided to do that, and continue to keep it going on well beyond the current roster of 3 episodes. So
Well, thank you. That's very sweet. And we appreciate the support and the tears. We will definitely crank out more than 3 episodes this season.
It's been
Absolutely.
a very fun journey so far.
It has,
Amazing,
yeah.
amazing. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. And I guess Jim, is there anything else that we had on the docket?
No, I think we hit what we wanted to hit. So let me give a quick though rundown. So if you're interested, you've enjoyed what you've heard, you can follow Kelsey on Twitter at CFB with KB. You can follow Garrett at Garrett Day _hugs, and then be sure to check out Girls Talk Ball, and you can hear much more of this. So be sure to go do it.
You
Amen.
want to hear about, what is it, needlepoint?
Yeah.
I almost said needle stitch. I was like, I knew that's not right.
We're gonna have the needlepoint special. We're gonna sit down and just chit chat over stitching for a couple hours.
Absolutely.
I'm super excited about being on the needlepoint TikTok algorithm.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's gonna be
Sure.
fantastic. You're gonna see so many great things.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well,
Thanks for
coming,
having us on,
guys.
guys. This has been awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all so much. This is
I know. We'll see y'all in a few weeks, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Go
we will.
dogs.
Go dogs. Bye, guys.
Go dogs.